Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise on Nintendo Switch. No, I'm starting to run out of shirt colors. And actually these stretched out more than I thought they would, so now I've got to buy like a smaller size. I just realized that they switch out, over a couple days. Oh, that's right, we're going to try to get bowling in here. What was it I was looking for? Why is the skateboard? That's what I was looking for.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh, howdy, stranger. My, you're a handsome one. You came out here from the city, didn't you? I can always spot you city folk from a mile away.
Miss Carpenter.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
Mrs. Carpenter.
Would you mind calling me York, ma'am?
Oh, so you are from the FBI. I thought as much. So sophisticated. Well, my horoscope in the paper today told me I'd be meeting someone new. And those horoscopes never miss. They're the real deal. Well, one even predicted when I'd bowl my first perfect game. Oh, no. Oh, could you stand a bit closer to me? Whew, that was a close one. If you move any further that way, you'll cast a shadow over the lane. Well, the sheriff did that once, and something horrible happened. The next time I bowled, I got a gutter ball. First time in 12 years. I was mortified. And I am going to make sure nothing like that ever happens again. In our world, some routines lead to good things, while others only lead to the bad. So, you mustn't ever cast a shadow over the lane. Is that understood?
It's her routine, Zach. Understand? Just like us and coffee. Incidentally, ma'am, would you mind letting me use this lane, too? I'm investigating the Lise Clarkson murder case. And I need to topple 10 maidens, no matter what it takes.
No, absolutely not. Not even the FBI can take my lane from me. I haven't given it up once ever since my husband passed away over a decade ago. I'll never break my promise to him.
But...
Now, if you'll excuse me. Ooh, you like that? That's what I'm talking about. Who's your mama?
Zach, it looks like negotiations have failed. Now I'm afraid we have no choice but to force her to let us use her bowling lane. Yes, I know. I won't do anything illegal.
Find a way to get Miss Carpenter to let her use your lane. Okay. Let's see, anything around here?
What'll it be, honey?
Is this place a bowling alley or a restaurant?
Oh, my Lord, what's wrong, honey? Can't tell the difference? It says restaurant right there on the outside.
And how do you explain that, then?
That's so the customers can bowl while they eat. Convenient, ain't it? If you want to bowl, honey, you'll have to ask Mrs. Carpenter to open up the lane for you. But if you just want to eat, then all you need to do is call my name. Got it? Oh.
Let's see, shrimp and grits, duck hash, chocolate sundae, beignet, rice beans and red beans and rice. Red beans and rice.
So, what do you think of my Cajun food, honey?
No complaints here. No wonder you call this restaurant the best Louisiana's got to offer.
Oh, my Lord. Ain't that nice of you? I'm sure glad to hear you like Cajun flavor. It's nothing like that Creole food. And I'll be damned if it isn't the best eating you'll find this side of the Mississippi.
Hold on just one moment, Alexis. I always thought that both Creole and Cajun food were staples of the South. Am I misunderstanding something?
Not at all, honey. Cajun and Creole food are both staples of the South. They both have roots in French cooking, of course. But Creole cooking just ain't my cup of tea. Sauces of France combined with cooking methods brought in from Africa, mixed in with Spanish influences and Italian-style tomato sauce. Huh, when you smush all that together, you can't even tell what it is no more. Cajun food is pure and solid. The Acadians who settled in Canada brought it here from France in the 1600s. Then the British chased them off their land and they ran all the way down here. They walked straight across America, north to south. Finally, they found a safe haven right here in southwest Louisiana. Woo, we got everything you'd ever want here. Fresh fish, wildlife, even veggies and fruit. They used their knowledge of French cooking and added some spice and herbs. Oh, and then they threw in fresh local ingredients to create what we know as Cajun cuisine.
Interesting. Now I understand what you mean about the Cajun and Creole food being completely different. But I still insist that both are shining examples of delicious local food. Roots and history aren't that important, are they?
Oh, my Lord. You don't get it, do you, honey? Lately, there are shops all over the place calling themselves Cajun, Creole, or whatnot. But all they serve is a hot mess of different ingredients loaded with spices. And the tourists ain't none the wiser. I just hate feeling like folks are getting the wrong impression about Cajun food.
I get it now. According to your interpretation, Creole food is contributing to that wrong impression.
You bet it is. That's why I always make sure to teach all my customers what's what.
That was a long conversation.
Just hurry and finish up your investigation already. Can't stand being inside this place without a chocolate sundae, not even for a second.
Don't worry, Patty. I'll knock down those 10 maidens in the blink of an eye. You just wait here and drink your milk.
Meh.
Excuse me, Mrs. Carpenter.
Stop! Not now! Can't you see I'm already in my bowling stance? What, are you blind? Holy mother of bowling balls, let me pick up this split. Holy mother of bowling balls, let me pick up this split. Holy... Stance. Oh, always works on a split. Oh, yeah, never fails.
Zack, our new friend, appears to be a very superstitious lady. We should try and utilize this trait of hers in order to gain access to the lane for a bit. That was an amazing shot, Mrs. Carpenter. In fact, it may have been the most amazing shot I've ever seen. Speaking of which, where did you happen to find all those neat little items? The ones you used to help you bowl that split just now.
Ooh, you got a keen eye there, Mr. Special Agent. Taking a liking to my collection, have you?
Oh, yes. A great liking.
I buy all my charms and power stones from Erzuli Frida.
Erzuli Frida.
Yes, it's a mystical establishment run by the Mirror.
The Mirror?
If you're interested, I can mark it on your map for you.
Zack, this is it. Erzuli Frida. There must be a treasure trove of dubious trinkets on sale there. We may even be able to find something capable of changing her mind. It really feels like we're in the deep south now, doesn't it?
Deadly Frida has been unlocked. All right. Let's go on a little trip. Okay. Oh boy, you can almost hear a CD player spinning around. It's taking so long.
I thought you came here to bowl.
Yes, I did.
Then why are you leaving? You gave up on trying to convince Mrs. Carpenter to let you play?
No, Patty, neither Zack nor I have given up on anything. We're just going to stop by Erzuli Frida.
Erzuli Frida? What do you want with that place?
What do you know about it, Patty?
It's a dumb store that sells stupid voodoo charms and even stupider souvenirs. No one who actually lives here would ever be caught dead there. Daddy even told me to steer clear of it.
And why is that?
'Cause they sell guns?
You mean Erzuli Frida is a gun shop?
It's kinda like a gun shop and a voodoo shop had a baby.
A voodoo shop? Thank you, Patty. You just helped me make up my mind. We're going to use the power of voodoo to help us steal the right to use that lane.
Skateboard basic. Your skateboard is your main method of getting around the Carré. Y to get on off the skateboard, A to speed up, B to slow down.
Hey, Zach, it looks like we were right on the money. Tracing the San Rouge distribution route led us right to Louisiana. You know what that means. We've got a hot hand, and Lady Luck's given us far more favor than she ever has before. We just happened to hear news about Lisa's murder while sitting in a bar during our vacation in New Orleans. That certainly wouldn't have happened if we had stayed in D.C. They would have given the case to another special agent, or maybe even to the state, and then we never would have found it. In the end, it would have been shut up in that vast, desolate evidence vault along with all the other cases, marked by nothing but a first-degree murder tag, buried in a soggy grave at the bottom of a sea of data. That would have been its fate. Instead, it traveled from person to person until it finally fell right into our lap. Things always work out that way for us. We've traveled all over the United States trying to track down San Rouge. Can't let this chance pass us by, can we, Zach? We need to find some sort of clue before this southern sun melts it all away.
Okay, where am I going? Here. So it is the red one. Oh, well, I guess I wouldn't get here quite yet. Way over there.
So, what do you think of him? Yes, I'm talking about him. Audap. Is the skeletal gentleman friend or foe? Or does he merely exist outside the realms of Uther? Still too early to tell. But it's clear that he'll be the key to uncovering this case's mysteries. That's what my soul tells me. By the way, Zach, Hungan feels very familiar to me. You might even say he reminds me of someone. Yes, I think I see the connection now. A cheerful, wise, yet also mysterious African-American who appeared in a variety of different films. My mind must be overlapping him with the skeletal gentleman. Do you remember his name? Ah, yes, that's it. Scatman Crothers. In 1980, he played Dick Halloran in The Shining. And in 1983, he was in The Twilight Zone. He played the man who invited all those elderly folks into a strange new world. I knew it, Zach. There's definitely a connection here, but he's a bit too old. Scatman's more of a sage character. Our skeletal gentleman is a little younger, isn't he? Yes. They have different body types, but what about Forrest Whitaker? He made his debut in 1982 in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Then he was in Platoon and The Color of Money, both released in 1986, followed by Good Morning Vietnam in 1987. Oh, and he was in Bird in 1988. What an impressive filmography. Across the 80s, he transformed his rough, young image into a more cheerful, wiser one. That's why the 80s can also be described as the decade that built up Forrest Whitaker's career. I firmly believe that he'll win an Academy Award for Best Actor someday. Yes, I'm sure it's right around the corner. He'll most likely wait until the time is right. Maybe around next year. Then he'll unleash his best performance yet. So I could go on about famous actors forever, but we have a case to solve here.
Erzuli Frida.
A voodoo shop. It's a voodoo shop.
Just looks like a dumb souvenir shop to me.
Of course it does, Patty. You're much too young to understand the true value of such a place.
This is all kid stuff. It's just a bunch of charms. I'm allowed to watch TV and go on the internet, but I ain't allowed in here? My daddy makes no sense sometimes. You agree, right, Agent York? This is all just kid stuff.
Look at this, Zach. All the mysticism of the Deep South gathered up into one quaint little shop. This is 100 times more exciting than the FBI evidence vault. It's a vast treasure chest. So much to study, so much to learn.
Thou art a seeker, and I see the object of thy desire. Doth this be what thou seekest?
The mirror.
I could sell it to thee now, and only now. Surely fortune shall not bless thee with another chance. Purchase this, and know that thy wishes shall be granted.
That's crazy. Even I can tell you're getting cheated, Agent York.
I disagree, Patty. This person can be trusted. I've been studying people for quite a while, so I can tell. That figurine is connected to our future.
My price is true. What say thee?
Buy the alligator figurine. Mm-hmm. A strapping alligator wearing a top hat and standing on two legs. He's also carrying a cane. $30. Damn. This is like 2005 money? Not too far off from right now.
I'll buy it.
Thou art a man of refined taste. I am loath to part with it, but 'twould be a fool's errand to keep it from such a keen-eyed soul.
What's wrong with you? No normal person would ever buy a piece of junk like that. Not even at a garage sale.
Marvelous, isn't it, Zach? What a treasure. I can't wait to use it.
Use it? Where? How?
Isn't it obvious, Patty? I'm going to put it in front of Mrs. Carpenter's house.
In front of her house?
Yes. I'm sure this figurine will stop her right in her tracks. And that'll give us a chance to finally topple the 10 maidens.
Are you serious?
Of course I am. And so is Zach. Aren't you?
I'm seriously wondering if I should quit helping you out with this.
Let's see. Oh, she's gone. Do I know where our house is?
Whoa.
That was close.
Well, look at you, all standing there like you're expecting me to apologize. Huh, it's your fault for not paying attention.
Glenda Clarkson.
What?
Got a moment?
Can't say I do. I'm in a hurry here.
I won't take up too much of your time. I'd just like to ask you a few questions.
I said I'm in a hurry, Peckerwood. Now get out of my way.
Patty, was that?
Kalina Clarkson. PJ Clarkson's second daughter, and Lisa's mother.
Zach, we've found ourselves a Clarkson.
Oh no, she's not here. My dolly. She's not here. My dolly isn't here.
One of the key persons in this case just came out of the woodwork to meet us. Now things are really getting interesting. Isn't that right, Zach?
My dolly's missing. My sweet little dolly. Oh, that's all? Okay. Yeah, man. Thought we were going to go into another dialogue tree. No such luck. I don't know, did I miss the tutorial on the skateboard? I don't remember ever going through the buttons. Oh well. I might have not been paying attention 100% to this game. I figured I'd just wait till the end for it all to make sense. Because right now I got nothing. Okay, now where's her house?
Did you notice it yet? The streets in New Orleans were a mess. All busted up and undergoing maintenance. The city was built on a swamp, so the ground is soft. All it takes is some heavy rain to cave it all in. There were also a lot of places where large tree roots were pushing up parts of the asphalt and the sidewalk. Those bumps were dangerous even when we still had our car, remember? But this town is different. The streets are all paved so cleanly that we can skate along them without a care in the world. And there's hardly any trash or graffiti to be found anywhere. The Clarksons truly do control this place, for better or worse. It's a good example of how...
Oh, there's just a regular bowling alley too? Save just in case, because you know I have a feeling this game will probably crash on us once or twice. What's in here? It's the only bad thing is the loading. It just makes you a little more wary of exploring. Should be waiting around a while. Oh, it's the same place. Never mind. Thought there'd be two different bowling alleys. Normally I'd say what are the chances, but you know, maybe bowling alleys are like Starbucks. You can have one across the street from the other. Or a Starbucks inside of a Starbucks. Yeah, that's funny when I screw with an old lady. Well, she wasn't polite, so, you know. If you're not polite, then you don't get a free pass, no matter how old or young you are.
This is the deep south. I feel it every time that molten hot sun pours down on me. Don't you, Zach? This town sure is peaceful, Zach. Yes, I know. I know what you're about to say. But that's why we're here. To protect this peace. Isn't that right, Zach? So, what do you think of him? Yes, I'm talking about him. Voodoo. Is the skeletal gentleman friend or foe? Or does he merely exist outside the realms of myth? Still to...
Oh, can I go in the house? Really? Oh, okay.
Bad timing, Zach. We need to place the figurine in front of her house when she's home. Otherwise, it'll be useless. Let's come back later.
Okay.
Looks like a case of bad timing, Zach. Let's come back later.
Oh. Place for my skateboard. Well, what else is around here? What the heck is that? Guess we can go to the sheriff's place. Strangely enough, the skateboard drives a hell of a lot better than the car did in the original game.
Looks like we were right on the money. Tracing the Sang Rouge distribution route led us right to Louisiana. You know what that means. We've got a hot hand, and Lady Luck's given us far more favor than she ever has before. We just happened to hear news about Lisa's murder while sitting in a bar during our vacation in New Orleans. That certainly wouldn't have happened if we had stayed in D.C. They would have given the case to another special agent, or maybe even to the state, and then we never would have found it. In the end, we would have been shut up in that vast, desolate evidence vault along with all the other cases, marked by nothing but a first-degree murder tag, buried in a soggy grave at the bottom of a sea of data. That would have been its fate. Instead, it traveled from person to person until it finally fell right into our lap. Things always work out that way for us. We've traveled all over the United States trying to track down Sang Rouge. We can't let this chance pass us by, can we, Zach? We need to find some sort of clue before this southern sun melts it all away.
What's this?
Hey, Zach, it looks like we were right on the money. Tracing the Sang Rouge distribution route led us right to Louisiana. You know what that means. We've got a hot hand, and Lady Luck's given us far more favor than she ever...
Let's see what Daddy's up to. I don't have any other quests, unfortunately. Bulletin board. You can accept free quests at the bulletin board. Complete them to earn cash and items. Be sure to check the board whenever you unlock new free quests. You can only accept 3 free quests at a time. Let's see. At their mercy. A squirrel got into our house and it's ruining everything. Chase it out before it eats us out of house and home. The devil's cometh. I can hear it buzzing through the walls. The tiny yellow demon. Quick! Chase it out before it's too late. A wild dog terrorizes our streets. Just the other day, it almost ate our poor baby boy. Please get rid of it. Gleaming eye, sharp teeth, and heavy scales. I know what I saw. A gator must be dealt with. What this? Yeah. Alright, that's the most we can do.
Hey there, Mr. York. Looking sharp as usual. What'll it be?
Melvin, is there any data about the town that I should know? Data? Yes. Info that a sheriff like you would want to relay to me? Probably is. I reckon you already know everything there is to know. You really put me on the spot here. There's got to be at least one thing. Oh yeah. Yeah, I got the perfect thing. Well then, out with it. Yellow devils storm the town, your worst fear buzzing to life. The killer bees, there's nowhere to hide. Anywho, the town's been suffering from killer bee attacks lately. I tried talking to some of the town budget and putting on a bounty on the targets, but I reckon everyone's too scared to try and exterminate them. So, now I ask you, feel like getting rich? If you can complete this mission, I'll give you the bounty. How's that for some data? Zach, that reminds me, credit cards don't work in this town. It might be a good idea for us to secure some extra cash. In addition, bees have always held a high spot in the list of creatures that kill the greatest number of human beings, right in between jellyfish and water buffalo. You know what that means. This is a job for the FBI. Melvin, I'll do it. Zach and I will officially take on this request of yours. Well, I'll be. You're really helping us out here. I promise to do my best to make you a rich man, Mr. FBI Special Agent. Oh boy, the loading is so terrible. So terrible. Okay. Journal. When you're not sure about what to do next, use this menu to check upon quest details. Main quests are displayed in the quest tree, while side quests and free quests appear in the list. Work in progress is quest in progress and clear completed quests. You can switch quest categories with L and R. Okay, so it'd be 22. Oh wow, way at night, huh? Killer bees. Got the one rice. Doesn't tell you where to do them. Let's see. Talk to the mirror at Zuli Frida and create any voodoo charm. Oh, okay. Let's see. Squirrel got into our house. Mary and Tommy. Guess I could just wait around. I would do that. A little bit of a mystery of where all the stuff is, anyway.
Zach, you're a coffee person, right? No sugar, only milk. Yes, I'm completely with you on that one. Zach, you're a coffee person, right? No sugar, only milk. Yes, I'm completely with you on that one. Hey, Zach. No, nothing. Just felt like saying that. So, what do you think of him? Yes, I'm talking about him. Audap. Is the skeletal gentleman friend or foe? Or does he merely exist outside the realms of Voodoo? It's still too early to tell. But it's clear that he'll be the key to uncovering this case of...
Okay. Let me use one of my items. Inventory. The inventory menu. In the inventory menu, you can use and discard items. You can only carry up to 30 different items to start, but your inventory can be expanded with a special item. Choose an item, then use it with either A or discard it with X. Any item you discard will be lost forever. Oh, not much time passes with it. Oh, that's the opposite of the original game. The original game, you just sit there, smoke all day. Here it's only like an hour goes by. I suppose we could do the voodoo, try to make a... Well, I thought I talked to I thought I talked to him twice though.
This town sure is peaceful, Zach. You've got to say. But that's why we're here. To protect this peace. Isn't that right, Zach? One lollipop? 2 lollipops? 3 lollipops? Don't mind me, Zach. This is how I wake myself up. Zach, you're a coffee person, right? No sugar, only milk. Yes, I'm completely with you on that one. Hey, Zach. No, nothing. Just felt like saying that. Lollipops? 3 lollipops? Don't mind me, Zach. This is how I wake myself up.
Oh. Verily, much shall serve thee well here.
Charms. Charms can help you out in various ways. Necklaces boost bullets' elemental effects. Dolls boost physical abilities. Incense boosts skateboard abilities. Talismans boost your performance in minigames. You can create charms at Razuli Frida's and equip them at the altar. You can enhance your charms at Razuli Frida. Pick what charms you like most, and then enhance them to create your own personal voodoo loadout. You can also expand your altar so that you can equip more charms at once. Creating, enhancing, and expanding will all cost you some materials and money. Search every last nook and cranny of Le Carré to gather what you need. Let's see, boost your gun capabilities. Let's see, range, power, firing speed, reload speed, chamber size, accuracy, power and firing speed. Oh, more power but less firing speed. Do I even have any materials? I don't think I do. I ain't got jack.
I can see it. Thy return is imminent, if thou hast discovered the very purpose of my emporium, that is.
Yeah, I got money, but not materials. I don't know, where else can we burn time? I mean, ideally I'm going to go there, but let's go to Casa Pineapple.
What do you think of him? Yes, I'm talking about him. Audap, is the skeletal gentleman friend or foe? Or does he merely exist outside the realms of ether? Still.
Oh, gone the wrong way.
So, what do you think of him? Yes, I'm talking about him. Audap, is the skeletal gentleman friend or foe? Or does he merely exist outside the realms of ether? Still too early to tell. But it's clear that he'll be the key to uncovering this case's mysteries. That's what my soul tells me. By the way, Zach, Kungan feels very familiar to me. You might even say he reminds me of someone. Yes, I think I see the connection now. A cheerful, wise, yet also mysterious African-American who appeared in a variety of different films. My mind must be overlapping him with the skeleton gentleman.
Well, it's just the hotel, right? Well, that place is boring. Lane, Sheriff's Department, Owl's Nest. Did we even go there yet? It's the church. Where's the phone? Well, why don't we save it there for now? This is audap. You've been watching Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise on Nintendo Switch. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.